Hi everyone, if you have an at-home Pilates machine, go ahead and follow along for this 20-minute leg burner. We have heavy legs today and I hope you enjoy. Get ready. We're starting in a heavy squat. So use your heavy springs. With this reformer, we have 2 black, 1 yellow, or 2 black, 2 yellow. Whatever your heaviest spring load option is will be perfect here for this heavy standing squat. First things first, sit back into your squat as far as you possibly can, keeping your knees tracked directly over your ankles. You sit yourself back into that chair, linger for just a second at the bottom, and then slowly rise. I like to take my palms out in front of me, almost overhead as I move. You can also keep your palms heart center. Whatever is more comfortable. If your palms are overhead, that'll engage your heart rate, increase your heart rate a little bit more. If they're here at heart center, you're just focusing on that heavy stabilizer muscle here. So we are just in full range of motion for about 10 more seconds. Then we'll drop down into our lowest squat for a double skater. In 5 seconds, drop down into your lowest squat, double skater. 3, 2, and 1. Double skater. Extend your carriage out away from the front platform, keeping your weight shifted over the center of your machine, the center of your body. Just your double skater here for 10 more seconds. We'll drive our feet back in, resisting against the tension. In 3, 2, and 1. Feet stop right at your knees stop right at your hips. From here, we pulse up an inch, we pulse down an inch. So this is your more advanced option. Continue to pulse. If you need a break for a modification, is just to take it back to full range. Whenever you need a little break in this class, just go back to full range. My advanced options will be these little micro challenges that I give. Everybody goes back to full range in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Back to full range of motion. Our weight shifts over the left side. Weight shifts over that front platform in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Weight shifts over that front platform. I'm going to pop off one of my springs to make this lighter. Sit back into your single leg squat, then push the carriage away for 4, slowly restacking for 4. Weight stays over your platform, you're just kicking the carriage away, then slowly resisting it in. Full range gets you started. You want to make sure that you have a wall, that imaginary wall up against your left side body. We're just grazing your shoulder, your knee, your foot, your hip up against that wall. Your support leg is extending the carriage away and then dragging it in. 10 more seconds. Push the carriage all the way out. You hold it there. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. All the way out. Hold it. Now pulse it out an inch, in an inch. Out an inch, in an inch. Let's go back to full range in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion. One more pulse, one more little challenge. This time it's going to be with your left side. In 5, kick the carriage all the way out. In 3, 2, and 1. All the way out. Hold it. This time you lift and lower in your left side. Tiny lift, tiny lower. We'll go back to full range to finish in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Back to full range, stay low. Just extend the carriage, 20 seconds. Runner's kick on your left side. In 15 seconds, pivot to face the front of the room. In 8 seconds, left foot front platform. Right toes edge of your carriage. In 3, 2, and 1. So you still have your heavy spring load on. Right now I have 2 black. Just stick with that heavy spring load. Sit back into your squat, into your lunge, so that both of your knees are at 90 degrees. From there, you take the carriage away for 4, and then slowly restack for 4. Bend and extend of your back knee here. Okay, you got this. Keep moving. Try to stay low in that front leg as long as you can. If you need a break, just come back up to standing position. 10 seconds. We kick the carriage all the way out. You hold it there. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Kick it all the way out. Hold it. Now pulse it out an inch and an inch. Just a tiny bend, extend of that back knee for 10 seconds. Let's go full range in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Back first before you drag it in. We got that hinge forward in my hips, a nice flat back. We're in full range. Take a little micro rest if you need to. My nicer option would just be to stay in full range. My advanced option is to follow me through the rest of these little micro challenges. 10 seconds, knee stops right under your hip. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Knee stops right under your hip. We split squat rise, split squat lower. Just your split squat rise, your split squat lower here. You got 10 more seconds, combo to finish. 1 split squat, 1 full range kickback. In 3, 2, and 1. Combo gets you out of this. 20 seconds left here. Lying down leg press up next. In 10 seconds, 1 blue spring or your heaviest spring load. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. For your heavy leg press, it's 1 blue spring on this reformer or your heaviest spring load. If you have a handlebar that you can turn it inward or just leave it where it is, you want to lay down on the bottom edge of your carriage. So scoot your glutes all the way down. Put your working leg up on the handlebar. And then rest your head on your palm or on your bicep. I like my palm. Lower leg straight out underneath you. This is a heavy leg press. I'm a little fatigued out, so I am going to do a lighter spring load. I already took a class today, but you guys keep working with that heavy spring load. Full range of motion here, engaging your inner thighs. Keeping your bottom leg straight out underneath you. I like to grab the edge of my carriage for a little bit of leverage. 10 seconds, we drag the carriage all the way out. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Drag the carriage all the way out. Now drop it down till you find your stickiest point. Pulse it up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. We're just pulsing here for 5. Let's go half range from the top in 3, 2, and 1. All the way out, just halfway in. Don't lock out your knee when you hit that furthest point. That's going to give you a little rest. So unless you need a rest, try not to lock out your knee. Keep as much tension as you can on the springs. Work here for 6 seconds, back to full range. Go out first in 3, 2, and 1. Out first, then drag it in. All right, this is getting super spicy. Feels great on the glute. The quad is starting to light up a little bit. Your toes should be pointed upward ever so slightly. Remember to keep your inner thighs engaged. 10 seconds, drop your knee to 90 degrees, but keep tension on your spring load. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, big deep breath. Now swivel your knee open, swivel your knee closed. We got a clamshell here. Remember to engage your inner thighs with that lower leg. Drop your knee back to 90 degrees. Let's just pulse out that lower leg. Inner thighs absolutely lighting up here. Let's go back to full range to finish this out in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Back to full range of motion. Here we go. Try not to drop your carriage down towards your front platform. Keep tension. 20 more seconds gets you out of this leg onto the next. In 12 seconds, drop out of this leg. We'll go on to the next leg. That finishes your class. In 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Starting off your right side, we'll go first with a heavy outer thigh. That means that you put on your heavy spring load. For this machine, that would be 2 black or 2 yellow. 2 black, 2 yellow, or 2 black, 1 yellow. Whatever your heaviest spring load is, take it there. You want to use both of your legs. This is a bilateral movement to extend the carriage away from the front platform. So both of your legs are working here. There's a tiny little bend in your knees, tiny hinge forward in your hips. Will help take this into your outer glutes as well as your outer thighs. Create space in the well, almost like you're trying to hit the back platform with the carriage. Moving slowly, never touching the carriage with the front platform. Trying to keep tension on the machine, on your legs the entire time. Let's take 10 seconds before we drive the carriage all the way out. In 5 to your furthest point. In 3, 2, and 1, all the way out. Hold it. Now pulse it in an inch, out an inch. In an inch, out an inch. Just pulsing there at your furthest point. It doesn't look like much. You don't have to be doing too much. Really just feel this light up in your outer glutes, your outer thighs. Let's go full range. Out first, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drag it right back in. Slowly drag it in. We're in full range here. Holding on to this for 15 seconds. We have a right side skater on deck. In 8 seconds, shift your weight over the platform, over your right foot. In 3, 2, and 1. Weight shifts over the right side. I'm going to drop off one of my springs since this is single leg work now. Extend the carriage away, then slowly drag it in. Just extending your carriage by pushing into your left foot. Keeping your right leg stable. Remember that invisible wall that's up against your right side body. Your shoulder, your hip, your knee, your outer ankle, all against the wall. Just moving the carriage. It's a small movement, slow and controlled, staying low on your right side the entire time. The goal here is to have time under tension. So we want to be moving really quickly between all of these different workouts. That'll give you time under tension without stopping to think about it too much. That's why I cue you into your second move while you're still in the first one. 10 seconds, drive the carriage all the way out. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1, all the way out. Hold it. Now pulse it out an inch, in an inch. Out an inch, in an inch. You've got this pulse for 8 more seconds. Let's go full range of motion in 3, 2, and 1. Full range. Breathe through it. Full range of motion. One more time. We extend the carriage all the way out. Hold it there. In 3, 2, and 1. All the way out. This time, lift and lower in your right side. Lift and lower, like a tiny squat up, tiny squat down in your right side. 10 seconds, full range to finish this out. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Extend the carriage, drag it right back in. Same thing we started with here. 20 seconds, runner's kick. You pivot to face the front of the room, to face the front of your machine. In 12 seconds, your right foot stays on the front platform, your left toes on the edge of your carriage. Keep your heavy spring load. In 3, 2, and 1. Make your pivot. Right foot stays on the front platform, left toes, left ball of your foot on the edge of your carriage. Sink down into your lunge. Both of your knees are at 90 degrees. Extend the carriage out, then drag it right back in. Making sure that your knees are parallel. So like your feet and your knees are on turning tracks. We don't want our knees to buckle in towards each other. Keep moving. It's a small movement, remember, might not look like much. We extend the carriage all the way out, pulse it in 5, in 3, 2, and 1, all the way out. Now just pulse it in, pulse it out. Pulse it in, pulse it out. Let's go back to full range in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Back first, then drag it in. Remember, if you need to rest, just come to standing position. My next little challenges are advanced. So if you want to keep this a beginner class, just stay here in this full range kickback. We're going to start to add on very shortly. 10 seconds split squat in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Both knees are at 90 degrees. Split squat, rise. Split squat, lower. Split squat, rise. Keeping the carriage still as we go up and down. Try to keep the carriage still. That's your challenge. Makes this exponentially harder. We add back on our kickback combo in 3, 2, and 1. Kickback. Split squat, combo. Okay, you got this, keep moving. Breathe, remember your breath. Connect your breath to the movement. Your body needs that oxygen right now to fuel the work. We got 15 more seconds here. On deck, our leg press. In 10 seconds, that's 2 black. Sorry, 1 in 15 seconds. That's 1 blue, 1 black, 1 yellow. 10 seconds, your right foot on your front handlebar in 5, in 3, 2, and if your handlebar turns inward, turn it inward. Add on your heavy spring load. So whatever the heaviest is for your machine. This one's 1 blue, 1 black, 1 yellow. Your right heel on the handlebar, your left leg straight underneath you. Just in full range here. Extend and bend. I like to take my left arm and put it under my head, my right arm and grab onto the machine. Go ahead and see how this feels. If it's too heavy, you can always pop off one of your springs. The longer that you can work, the better. Full range of motion. Keep moving, zipping up your inner thighs. Your bottom leg is zipped up straight underneath you. Drive it all the way out in 5, in 3, 2, and 1, all the way out. Now drag it in, find your stickiest, most challenging point. Pulse it out, pulse it in. Just your pulses here. Hold onto this for 5. We'll go half range from the top in 3, 2, and 1. Half range all the way out, just halfway in. All the way out, just halfway in. Now remember, these are your advanced options. So if you just stay in the full range of motion, that's your nicer option. Whatever level you're at, as long as you keep working for that time under tension, that's the most important thing. Full range in 3, 2, and 1. Try not to touch the carriage to the front platform. Keep tension on your springs as you go. We'll bend our knee to 90 degrees for a clamshell in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Clamshell, swivel your knee open, swivel your knee closed. Just your clamshell here. We got 10 more seconds. We'll straighten out that leg underneath you. In 3, 2, and 1. Start to lift your lower leg. Start to lift your left leg, squeezing, engaging your inner thighs. This is where you finish. Got 8 seconds here. You're done with this little lower body burner in 3, 2, and 1. If you enjoyed this lower body burner and you have an at-home Pilates machine, make sure to subscribe. I'll be posting more every week.